All right, in this video, we're going to talk about the secrets to making content to attract clients. And I'm going to go over 3 of the best in the game in terms of building content for their personal brand. You're going to want to stick around to see all 3 of my picks for the best personal brands out there today. Most businesses do create content, but very few create content that actually attract clients. If you're tired of likes without leads, then this video is definitely for you. I'm going to break down 3 secrets and 3 personal brands that are absolutely crushing it this year. If you don't need more posts, you need smarter content. Content that speaks directly to your ideal client's pain, builds trust fast, and nudges them to take action. So let's dive in. First and foremost, start with the pain, not the features. The best content doesn't talk about you, it talks about them. Remember you're talking about their pain, not your pain, because everybody's got a story, everybody's got their own problems, but how can those content creators speak directly to your problems? For example, if you're an agency and you offer social media management, instead of saying, hey, we offer social media management, saying something like, hey, still stuck at 100 followers, this will help resonate with that audience even better. Secret number 2, share proof, not promises. Forget the hype, actually show receipts. You've got to build your case studies. I can't express this enough. And our agency didn't do this for years, is build like a plethora of case studies that you can show those clients or those potential clients that are thinking about using your service compared to another. A good chance if you're a service-based business and you're sending a proposal to a client, that prospect is looking at your proposal amongst a bunch of others, unless it's a referral. So making sure that you have great case studies that can resonate with the audience is key. Now, secret number 3 is every post needs a path. What is the purpose of each post? Rather than just posting and praying, it's thinking about where is this piece of content leading them in their journey to finding you as their solution. Adding clear calls to action to your content. For example, book a call, DM, watch more on YouTube, whatever it is. Making sure you have a clear call to action is important, and use content to guide them again through that funnel, through that journey from awareness to trust to taking action. Okay, now here are 3 brands right now, personal brands that are absolutely crushing it. So I'm going to go by these one by one. I think Alex Hormozi, obviously, if you don't know who Alex Hormozi is, you're probably living under a rock. He's actually running a sponsored ad at his name, which is a brilliant strategy. And you can see acquisition.com. His company is right here underneath the search for Alex Hormozi. Now, you'll see that it looks like he has a proper setup here of his name on Google Books. His Google presence is fantastic. He's got all of his books here. And he's written 100 million offers, 100 million leads, and he's got another one coming up as well. But if we go over to the first little link down here, which is his Instagram, I think it's important to take a look at his IG. You can see he's got 3.7 million followers. And I love looking at the bios of some of these personal brands to see, what are they doing? I don't have 3.7 million followers, but I love to gather inspiration from other people's bios. I invest in scale companies at acquisition.com. Boom. Right there, says exactly what he does. There's no fluff. It's right to the point. I love that. Co-owner of school, download your personalized scaling roadmap. It has that element of a call to action that he wants you to do to enter into his ecosystem. Now, just looking at some of the content, one thing I noticed about this, when you're somebody that has 3.7 million followers and a lot of trust and clout like Alex Hormozi, you don't need to have all these consistent filters and things like that. He's all over the place. There's not really a whole ton of consistency with fonts, types of content, but it doesn't matter when you're as big as Alex Hormozi is. If you want to make your feed look absolutely ugly, I'm not sure if that is by design or not, but maybe a little care is giving to the aesthetic, but it doesn't really matter when you're Alex Hormozi. You can do what you want, and you'll see each and every one of pieces of these content is getting a significant amount of reach. His most recent one here, he posted this, 2 hours ago? Simple quote, "You're allowed to be happy before you hit your goal, just not satisfied." Has reached 7,200 likes, and he's got a bunch here. I love this carousel. It's great. I love just going through some of these personal brands just to gather inspiration for myself. Now, some of these AI images I'm a little over. I think that they're being overused by everybody now. Maybe that's just me because I live in the space, but I do think those are going to become quickly, which goes to that whole point of how much AI content do you use in your feed? or how much AI content should you use for your social media posting, specifically AI generated images. I think right now we're in a pretty good time where you can use it and get away with it, but inevitably it's going to become saturated, in my opinion, and going to be less effective. And people are just going to scroll right past it. Let's take a look at Dennis Yu. I had Dennis Yu on an episode of my podcast. I love Dennis. I think he's awesome. I think he does a great job with building his own personal brand. You can see he's got a similar setup to Hormozi. It looks very clean here. He shows up right at the top, TV show host. I didn't know he was a TV show host. But anyway, you see he's got his LinkedIn here and his Instagram as well. Let's have a peek on what Dennis is doing on Instagram. 19.1K followers, not as many as Hormozi, but at the same time, he's creating some pretty cool content. What I like about Dennis is he doesn't just lean into only digital marketing stuff. You got to showcase your personality as well. He loves his basketball, his trampoline basketball. He's posting content like this on a regular basis, mixed into his digital marketing thought leadership stuff, which I think is absolutely a phenomenal strategy. And I encourage anybody out there that's building a personal brand to not have a personal brand and a business page. Put it all together. I think it's important to showcase who you are. At the end of the day, people like working with people and people like connecting with humans. So show a bit of your personality side as well. And a third one that I love his presence is Chris Du. He does a lot of videos on branding. He's the CEO of Future. And let's go into his Instagram here as well. You can see when you Google his name, he's got a fantastic presence, right? 995K followers. He's a personal branding and business coach. I think he does a fantastic job with his actual branding. There's Brendan Kane. I had him on episode 201 of the Drop podcast. Go and check that out. But he just creates strong content. The video content he provides is very good as well. A lot of thought leadership stuff. Anytime you get an opportunity to speak in front of an audience, it's a fantastic opportunity to gather good content. I try to get on as many podcasts as I can just to get that high quality content. I did one recently in Toronto and I got so much good content that I'm using in all of my ad campaigns. The quality is super high. And to be honest, people that want to have you on their podcast, it's a win-win, right? You go on their podcast, you take your time out of your day to do that, and you get fantastic content out of the deal. Sounds like an awesome deal. So if you're in a position where you're looking to grow your personal brand, try to get on podcasts, try to get on stages, even if there's 3 people in the audience, as long as you can capture some great content from that experience, it's awesome for your social media, awesome for your paid ad campaigns, and really building up credibility and trust with your audience. If you found this video helpful, please give a like and subscribe. Until next time, we'll see you soon.